Janela. I'm Travis. It's Wednesday. That means it's time for Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Hey.
I'm talking about wrestling.
Hey, you sexy fiends out there. What's going on? We got the Elite coming out. Death Triangle. It's one of their 7 matches that they're having.
Sexy. Speaking of sexy.
Speaking of the sexy.
There's a lot of sexy that happened today. Cost people their job. But
Ooh.
that's in a different organization.
Jabs.
Talk amongst yourselves about the sexiness.
We do have Walter in the chat. Chris is in the chat. And Robbie is with us tonight. Hey, guys. Walter's like, the volume works good. Yeah, we figured out all of our little issues with whatever was happening. Kat, Travis, me. Who knows what happened. Somebody clicked or pressed something and ruined everything.
That song, Buttons. Touch my button.
Walter's like, hey Travis and hey Daphne, Taz and Tony and Excalibur on the commentary. Chris says, hey Travis and D, and Walter wants Death Triangle to win. Walter also says, oh Daphne, and didn't win at bingo, maybe next week. Oh man. Yes, maybe next week, my friend. Maybe. And it should be a special Christmas one next week, so you win twice as much.
Dang, dong, dang.
Chris says, well, Mandy Sachs is all elite. Don't think so. Robbie says, what's cracking? And Walter says, volume works good, as we said. And Robbie says, D, gonna shed a tear that Mandy has left WWE. Walter says, Mandy Rose got released. She basically didn't get just released, guys. She got fired. They severed her contract and everything. But anyways, tell us how you guys feel about that. Anyways, we did the bell ring yet?
I guess they're standing there. I was waiting for the referee to ring it. Maybe it started like 3 minutes ago.
I have no idea what's happening. I didn't hear a bell.
I heard a bell, but they usually do that when they're at the beginning anyways. So I ignored it.
Leopold.
He's like, what's this?
What's this? Da-na-na-na-na. What's this? What's that? Da-na-na-na-na-na. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare After Christmas.
Vindicator is now in the chat too. Hey, Vin. Says, hey, Deletha.
Jackson in there.
All right, Big Travis. What match are you looking forward to tonight?
House of Black. I don't know.
Malachi. Not Daniel Bryanson.
Anything that doesn't have Daniel. I don't know. I didn't look what was on tonight.
I'm sorry, guys. Soho versus Mello is going to be on.
Let's see Soho.
Chris Jericho's going to yak.
We have that
MJF versus Starks. Yep. Winner takes all. That'll be the main event.
So MJF's going to win the ring again. What's the point?
I don't know, so he can be all the ring winner. He's like, I just like diamonds. They're MJF best friend, like girls' best friends.
You like Marilyn Monroe? Oh, Kenny!
Walter says, hey to Leopold the cat. Yeah, Leopold, he's a weirdo. What you doing under there, wacko?
There's nothing even under there.
He's like, there is. It was a figment of my imagination. It was there. Oh, look, everybody. It's what's his face up against the other what's his face. Oh, Pac.
It is
Pac. Look, it's one of those Jackson guys.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. But I am Nick.
You're going to get in trouble, Cat. Yeah, you better lick your leg arm.
Did he just say at the Nutter Center?
Yes, they're at the Nut Center.
They're at the Nutter Center.
They're at the Nut Center tonight. Not surprising. Chris says, someone on the board must have not liked Mandy. It couldn't have been Paul if he has no knees. Tegan under the table, so it can't be him that got rid of her. Oh, no, it was him. She was a Vince girl, not a Triple H girl. So we know that, that's in the background of the crazy.
You got Riddle doing cocaine. That's fine.
But,
he's got him
he got a choice
to kids.
He could go to rehab or get fired.
Ricochet, I'm pretty sure he was in allegations for some sort of assault or drugs or just nudity. But, yeah, he has a job. Who else we got? The Usos, 10 DUIs. They still have jobs.
So strange.
Who else is showing their stuff? I'm sure there's more.
Let's see. Robbie says, I don't watch NXT like you do, D, so I'm not too bothered. She was in WWE for a long time, Ravi, and it's not a matter of watching NXT. It's like Mandy.
By what they did is making NXT unwatchable. Mm-hmm. If you don't watch it, you're fine, but they put the title on, I don't want to say the worst wrestler on their roster, but bottom 5
right
on their entire roster.
Yeah.
Somebody that hasn't even been there an entire year yet. She was trained by Booker T.
And that's probably why they made her win and everything. He even said it at the beginning. He knew it was going to happen. So you know that he was the one that probably made decisions that way as well.
He has any say.
Oh, no. I'm sure he was a niggling earwig in somebody's ear about stuff. Let's see.
One of the elite has a hurt ankle.
Oh, no. It's broken. Just kidding. I have no idea. Well, there's like MJF versus Ricky looks good tonight. We'll see how that works out for Starks. Pickle is in the chat, though. Hey, Pickle says, hello, Grinch Gabbers.
Hello. Bah.
That's Scrooge.
It's all the same. Grinches, Scrooges.
Indicator says, yeah, I think people are expecting Max and Ricky to steal the show tonight after Mick Bryanson grinds it to a halt.
Oh, shit. Is he going to be on it?
D, is Leopold cooler than you? I think so. He's a cat. Of course he's cooler than me. I was like, 420 is weed, not coke.
It's just drugs.
Still drugs. They're still promoting drug use. They're using a wrestler who children watch to promote drug use. Do not agree with it in any way. Piccolo says wearing Nikes is such hill heat. Yeah, especially those Nikes.
Jordans?
The red and black and white ones.
I think there's some in that box.
And the white and red and black ones. And the white, red, and black, and the black, white, red, and the black, red, white, and however many ways you can say it, because they're going to be different colors.
Yeah.
They will. They will have them. They will be the exact same shoe with the exact same colors, but they will be different because one of the base colors will be more so than the other colors. They'll have two of them will be accent colors, one will be the base color, and so on and so forth down the line of crazy.
Yeah. And you just cut them all the same size, and then you just reach into a basket and grab them.
Chris, because like I know Riddle got 30 days, Mandy gets fired. Shaking my head, sexist much, Paul. Chris has nothing to do with their sex.
I don't think
absolutely anything personally that I think has to do with their sex. Both of them violated their contracts. No matter what, they both fucking violated their contracts. One gets a goddamn suspension or a choice. Actually, he got a choice of getting fucking fired or going to rehab. He got a fucking choice. Mandy's contract, she violated however she violated it. She didn't get a fucking choice. They just fired her. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that system. Fuck you, WWE, and your fucking system. And the fact that everybody is always like, oh, well, they're like, independent contracting. It's like, no. Just because they have contracts through a fucking company doesn't mean that you're independent of that company. You still have to abide by said contract. But instead of giving her a slap on the hand and saying no, 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 and suspending her and maybe stripping her of the title, which, okay, but instead of doing something like that, they didn't. They didn't have a sit down with her. They didn't talk to her about anything. And if I was her, I would fucking get a lawyer and sue their asses.
They're not going to win because they go through that stuff before. They probably go through the legal department before they even fire them. But there is rumors that she wants to start a family. She's been with this guy for a while now.
She just lost her brother this year. Of course she wants to start a family.
And so it could just be, obviously she's fired. She did something wrong. She got fired. But we might just not see her come back to the sport is what I'm getting at.
Right.
She makes so much money elsewhere that she just started a donut company. Just donuts.
She does have donuts. She did have a business outside of it that had nothing to do with wrestling. Walter says, I heard Vince McMahon is coming to WWE just for Christmas show.
Ah, that would be cool. I always like to see Vince McMahon.
The Vindicator says, I'm a big Mandy fan, but I think time away could help her so she can improve her wrestling. Robbie says, Vince wants to come back full time.
Let it happen. Maybe
do it. I want it to happen. I want to see everybody's faces implode. And then he comes in and fires all of them. That would be fantastic.
Triple H has reported saying that some of the people that he has brought back are underperforming.
Oh my God, he actually said that? No.
And
his special people of his garbage heap that he threw through the garbage to find back and bring in.
It's funny, if you go on Twitter, every single person that replied to that said the same thing. Hit row. It's hit row. Is that all he's talking about, or is there more? Because I feel like that Candice LeRae's one of them. She's completely underperformed.
Garbage. Tegan Knox will be garbage because she won't be able to do the shit she's supposed to do because she has broken knees, and there's no way that she's any stronger.
She hasn't underperformed yet.
Oh.
So we're talking about people that have underperformed.
And she will. Anyways, we're back with the Elite. Woo! Who would have gotten the pin, though?
Well, he pinned both of them, so it doesn't matter.
It would have just been obsolete?
No, he pinned both of them.
The Jackson had both of them pinned?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that the one was pinning the Jackson while the Jackson was pinning the other.
Both of them.
Oh.
He had one in a roll-up and the other one in a backdrop.
Oh, I see. Weird.
Moat, double axe handle.
Oh, let's see. Chris says, yeah, Roxy was from Row Nation Booker T School here in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Pico says, Ravi, we're going to hear that Vince fodder once you know who shows up. Oh, okay. That's funny. Yeah, Picola. Shh. It'll happen later. We'll get to hear everything we're talking about now will be regurgitated in about an hour or so. Ravi says, why did Mandy get released? So some personal photos from her fan times was leaked. And supposedly that's in violation of her contract with WWE and her wrestling.
She was showing a bunch of stuff. Nothing, I don't think she showed like nipples or vagina.
She probably was in lingerie. It was probably really sexy lingerie.
It was beyond lingerie. It was like a G-string. Like you could see.
Still lingerie, but yeah, I get what you're saying, but
and she
the important bits were still covered up.
She was shaking her ass and making money, and she's not supposed to do
that. Walter says, come on, Pac and his team, win. How many do they have to win? How many far up are they? 4-1?
3-1, or 3-2. Or
3.
Hold on, 2-1. That's
2-1. Oh, they've only done 3. This is their 4th match. Right. Okay. I thought we were further along. Sorry. Robbie's like, Cola, yo, don't remind me. Picola says, so from what I heard, Mandy was unbecoming and making big monies off of third-party monetization.
Yes.
Picola says, they be slaves. I don't mind the stripping. We don't either. No, I'm just kidding. Walter says free agents coming to AEW or Impact. Pickle's like, oh, you're talking about the titles and such.
Yeah, if Vince McMahon was in charge, she would be on the main roster fucking Friday.
Yeah.
For what she did.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then he'd say, like, look, you got to close that down. But now that it's out there,
yeah,
you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Now go out there and fuck.
No, go out there and do that out on stage instead.
Right.
Do that for me. We're good. Out there, not in my boardroom. Walter's like, free agents coming to AEW or Impact? Gotta hope not. Walter, I think AEW is full of shit and they need to stop buying stuff. I think we're going to see
Sasha Banks at some point, but I don't know if she's going to be on this channel or she's just doing the other stuff.
New Japan?
Oh, God.
Or Impact. I thought she was maybe doing something with New Japan.
That looks super dangerous.
They do that move every time, and you say that.
Well, his his head like vibrated.
Picola says, "Oh, you're talking about the title." Oh, I read that. Robbie says, "D, write H an email. He will respond to you." No, he won't. Chris says, "Maybe Vince will rehire her." Picola says,
"If he comes back, I guarantee he does." Because right now she's hot. She's gonna be super hot.
Like, can you imagine if they brought her back? Oh my God. Like, their ratings would go up and stuff. It would be insane. And not on NXT. I'm talking about main roster stuff. Picole's like, all I want for Christmas is nudes. Chris says, maybe Sonya will leave WWE as well because her and Mandy are best friends.
Well, I know she's not happy.
I bet Sonya's pissed. I bet there's a lot of girls in the locker room that are fucking pissed.
The male rosters on NXT said the switch from Mandy to Roxy is weird. This is dumb.
It is fucking dumb.
That's their
garbage.
Stars are saying, like their actual coworkers.
Not surprising. She's fucking garbage. Like, it's stupid. It's like, hello, I'm sorry, you put a child here. Like, yeah, no. Yeah. Hey, good way to make it dumb again. Good job, Triple H.
I heard somebody the other day, or today, I guess it was, say that, well, it's a developmental league. And I'm like, yeah, right. But you don't put a title on them before you develop them.
Right? Like, oh, are you a pretend wrestler off the street? You want a title? Here you go. Fucking dumb. Anyways. Hey, Nick did a cutter. He's really excited about it, and so are the announcers for some reason.
Like a Cody cutter?
I don't know what kind of a cutter it was. I didn't ask him. They didn't say. Ravi says, you were saying Vince needed to go. I never said anything about that. Chris says Shit Row is trash. Walter says Winter is its sting. Ravi says, I can't say I have watched a Hit Row match.
Is this Winter is coming?
I think so.
I should have put that in my title. I didn't know.
Piccolo says, bring back all the NXT homies. Burn the place with spaghetti and trash Tegan. There you go. Harley Fife is in the chat. Hey, Harley says, hello, new to the channel. Hello. Hey, Harley, well, thanks for hanging out with us. We're watching AEW. We're watching the
Death Triangle
1.
So are they up 3-1 then?
They're up 3-1 now. Whoo-wee. Yep. This is that trios matchup with the 7 whatever matches they were going to have to see who's the bestest for the trios.
Best of the best
stuff.
Of the best of the best.
So we'll see how that works out.
All right, well, Death Triangle goes up again. Now, this is for the trios title, but it's one match at a time.
Yeah. They said that they would do 7 matches and see who was the best, and whoever won the most matches.
Right, it's like bracketology.
Won the titles.
It's like bracket. I like brackets.
Yeah. So that's what's happening. And now the Death Triangle is up a lot further.
Yeah, 3-1.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be weird.
Seeing him come back. In MLB baseball, this has happened multiple times, but like a 3-0 deficit.
Yeah, and the other team comes back.
That's only been done once. In hockey, it's been done several times.
Ooh, several.
Oh, Kenny Omega's got the mic.
Oh, no, somebody's broken. Pickle says, oh, right, it's Wednesday. We should talk about the trampoline cowboys and Twinkle Toes. Walter says, okay, at 9:20 my time I'm going. I'll be here Friday, 8 p.m. for SmackDown. I'm still in chat. Hey. Ooh, I want to hear it.
Triangle?
Not really. Oh, he's talking about the deficits like we were just talking. Chris says, would you even rather have seen Cora Jade as champ? That would be worse than Roxy. They all are bad.
They're going to make it a hammer match.
Oh, there you go.
The
Bring
hammer's
it on.
going to be legal. No disqualification? Or just a hammer match?
Walter's like, weather, rain, and cold here. Don't like cold. Oh, I'm sorry, Walter. Bundle up.
All weapons legal.
All weapons legal, huh? Barbed wire and everything. Pico says, bring Mandy to Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Probably says, oh, what's that cheese wire round her bits? Ew. Pico says, she's in the wrong era, like I mentioned before. She would throw a Playboy release party in the ring if this were 1995.
Oh, I know.
I told that to him. We were talking in Instagram about it, and I said, right? I'm like, exactly. Robbie's like, speaking of Sasha, I saw a random live of her talking with Bailey, but I didn't watch much of it.
Yeah, I heard that was on Instagram today. I did not see it.
Chris says, I think she comes back to Rumble. Harley says, I can't wait for Jeff Hardy to return.
Yeah, and he could.
There's a possibility.
I would assume that he'll come back to wrestling after he's done with his rehab and he's got his life kind of figured out.
Walter says, geez, Pac hurt doing his move. Robbie says, who the hell is Roxy? She's a nobody in NXT, Robbie. Like Roxy.
Oh, Roxy. Yeah, she's
She's
definitely
a
not
complete
famous.
nobody. A nobody in NXT. Complete nobody. Piccolo says, "What's up, Harley? Hope you got thick skin." Hassan Terrell in the chat says, "Hi there, guys. Happy holidays." Thanks, Hassan. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Piccolo says, "Definitely some cutting going on." Walter says, "Poor Nick Jackson ankle hurts." Piccolo says, "Nope, winter came already. It's premature weather."
Oh, MJF.
Walter says, "Yes, Death Triangle 1. Chris says, "Yeah. Mandy would be celebrated if she was in the Attitude or Ruthless Aggression era." Mark says, "D, did you ever really think any wrestling companies were going to be loyal to their employees?"
No.
It's all about money. I know what it's about. They don't give a shit.
Well,
they don't give a shit about their fans. They don't give a crap about their fucking company. They don't give a crap about their wrestlers. They don't give a crap about any of it. Walter's like, "Oh, Kenny Omega talking." Yeah, he was just talking about how they should make it fair and have a match where...
No DQs next week.
No DQs and
Bang.
all of it. So they're going to bring guns to it, I guess. Pico says, "How dumb do you have to be to wear a face mask in public?" Sorry, Brandon Cutler. Yeah. Chris says, "Kenny cutting a promo, think he's still in New Japan." Vindicator says, "This whole trio series is just a copy of the playoff format from hockey, basketball, and baseball. Not surprising with Tony being a sports team owner." He's not. His daddy is. He's not an owner of fucking shit. He's not even an owner of this, by the way. He doesn't own AEW. His daddy does. Vindicator says, "Been in wrestling is just silly and ultimately forgettable."
If his dad was smart, he would just sign it over to him.
And then watch it tank. Lose money.
Just laugh.
Well, I tried to give you morals, son, but you can't do business.
I don't know if he has brothers and sisters. He might have to give them things, too. Okay, you're not that good looking, dude.
He really isn't. He has a really weird nose. And his eyes are too close together.
Too close. I noticed that. I wonder if they even can wear swim goggles.
You know, you cannot trust somebody who has their eyes too close together.
Well, when you go cross-eyed looking at him, trying to make eye contact. Or
like, oh my God, where are your eyes?
His rooster hair.
Oh, people are rooting for you.
Good to see MJF back, though, because he was gone for like a year, and it sucked.
I'm glad he's getting his blood pressure up there, too. Chris is like, "Roxy was also ROH Women's Champ." Oh, wow. So she was a champion in another garbage place, too? That's fantastic for her. Yeah, she's still a nobody.
It might have been a big deal back then. I don't know. Ring of Honor, Daniel Bryan came up through there. I think Seth Rollins was
21 years old.
Oh, no, it's obviously recent.
She not even close to being where those guys came from, of when maybe ROH was something.
Gotham Knights. Is this just on the Xbox?
Maybe. I don't know. It's available now, though.
I keep seeing green.
Green and red. I
Boom,
guess
boom,
Deadpool
boom.
is part of them. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I didn't see what platform. Damn it. I was trying to think who Deadpool was. Damn
So,
it.
he's the one that Ryan
I
Reynolds
know
plays
who
in
he
the
is
red
now.
suit.
It came to me after a minute. He's one of the Wolverine guys.
Walter says, "Boo, MJF." And Robbie says, "But do you know Roxy, so she must be somebody." Dude,
I made her watch it last night.
He made me fucking watch it. I didn't want to watch that crap. He's like, "Oh, and I'm like, oh, goody gumdrops for me. Janelle Jackson's in the chat. Hey, Janelle says, "My heart is broke. Mandy Rose didn't deserve to get released. They couldn't suspend her."
Yeah, they could have. They chose not to.
Yeah, they made dumb decisions. they keep, a drug addict, but God forbid that somebody who's out there, doing her thing and making money, not hurting anybody. She's not forcing it on anybody.
I mean, it could hurt. Like trying to follow what's happening. Oh, she's shaking it. She's shaking it. Ah, broke my neck.
Becker's in the chat. Hey, Becker, nice to see you. Hello, yes, no, and all kinds of stuff. Vindicator says, oratory exposition is spoiled brat Maxwell slang for promo. Harley Fight says, I can see Ruby Bryant leaving AEW, going back to WWE and reform the Riot Squad since Sarah Logan is back. Ruby Riot, got it. I don't know how that will come about. Sarah is having a thing with her husband and his buddy. They're having a group thing. So Liv's doing her thing, right? I just don't see them having the Riot Squad back together. Robbie says MJF is just a bozo now. Why doesn't he do the talking in the ring? Because they're doing old school promos in the back.
Do it in the back.
Walter says MJF, calm down, geez, relax. And Vindicator's like, Janela it's going to be okay. WWE is not lacking in eye candy, and that's all Mandy was in all honesty. And I'm a fan, but I'm still realistic. Piccolo says, who is this for? The diamond ring, not the title. It's for everything.
Winner take all.
Winner take all.
That's why I was saying MJF's going to win the ring.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to take the title off him already.
Janelle says, dead sorry, cousin, sing like you don't like Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, you don't seem like you like her.
I don't.
What?
I don't like her.
She's the champion of the world!
She's fucking garbage.
No, you don't like champions?
Not that champion.
Is it jealousy?
No, it's just garbage.
Is it for championship?
It's exactly the same fucking shit that they did by making fucking Liv a champion. They make the goddamn championship seem fucking garbage and obsolete. It's dumb and stupid. They're dumb.
Oh, shit.
You better look behind. Oh, I can't hear him because he has his little things on. Oh, man, he
He's
ruined
the guy
his rap.
on Dallas's team that I showed you. He said
Who
he
was
balls
it?
so hard like Luka Doncic.
Oh, okay. That's
before they got hit. Oh, there's Jeff Jarrett.
Chris says Ring of Honor was good in 2002 and until probably 2 years before Roxy became champ. Wow, so she literally was champion when it was garbage. Oh, well, that's really nice. Aravia says, I have never watched ROH, can't comment. Vindicator says, remember to leave the mini wrestling fans are Jen's ears. They get amazed by every little thing. So glorious. It's so shiny. Walter's like, no, MJF, be nice, or I'm changing into Green Hulk on you.
He's going to get hit with a guitar. Oh, Max Caster, dead. December 14th, 2022. TOD.
What the fuck is
8:31 p.m.
What kind of garbage shit is on my TV right now?
It's Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, garbage?
Looks just like my dad. Except my dad had black hair. Seriously, every time I see even the fucking cowboy hat, I got that cowboy hat upstairs. But my dad would have been caught in those boots, dead. Why don't you scissor this slap nut?
Pico's like, oh, the big guy in the mask is called Red Hood, another vigilante hero. Oh, is that who he is? I had no idea.
Are we talking about the Batman commercial?
That Batman, yeah, that
Hey,
Batman
what
thing.
platform is that?
I don't know, it did say. Robbie says, would you say the quality of the wrestlers and wrestling and shows gone downhill? Or is this new era we have to get used to?
Yeah, I don't think Vince is going to come back and save it. So.
I think you just have to get used to being disappointed on a daily basis of watching wrestling. That's how I feel about it.
It's just a different world. They're not going to bring sex back, and to be honest, that's what they're missing, right? Like that that hidden thing, the downhill, like we can't figure out what's wrong. Why can't people can't get sex? It's sex.
That's what's
They're missing sex. Mandy showed us how important sex was, and they're anti-sex. She got fired. Riddle can snort coke in the locker room, keep his job. That's not bad, but sex, that's bad.
Rose like D is a big fan of Big Swole. Am I? Wow. I thought that was you, Robbie. You're the one that talked about how much you liked her and wanted to send her love letters.
Chris Jericho tapped out to the swing. He was in the swing and he tapped the ground. And that's how he lost it.
It's barbaric. Walter says, okay, the Acclaimed promo talk. Yes, fight. Robbie's like, it's not stupid if that's what they have planned, LOL, I guess. Pickle's like, we like to grab more stockings for candy. All I want under the tree is Mandy.
Uh-oh. Hello? Hey? What's up? Okay.
Everybody lost everything. All the ROHs have lost. That's sad.
Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we did on that.
Well, let's see. Walter says Jeff Jarrett with guitar and Jay beat up Acclaimed. Oh, God. This dumbass talking big like he thinks he can do something. It's funny. Okay, he likes his hat. That's fucking weird. Why are they so weird? So weird. I was like, why are these past it has-beens still trying to make a comeback? To make you question it. Vinegar's like, Travis, what type of wood are most guitars made of? He wouldn't know the answer to that, Vindicator. Beagle's like, Jeff Jarrett needs a new gimmick. You think? I don't know what he did in the past, but it sounds like he's done it before and all the time, so probably. Because sex and parody, and of course, crotch chops who missed the Attitude Era for all that. Harley says, you don't love the Acclaim. Everybody loves the Acclaim. I like the Acclaim. I didn't want him to get beat up. Robbie's like, D, can you help me write a love letter to Big Swole? No, dude, I think you can do it on your own. Just use all the weird shit that you say in chat. It'll probably work out for you. Walter's like, Brian Cage for the win. Rod's like, AEW is a load of BS these days. Hey, it's everybody's favorite Jungle Boy. It's everybody's second favorite Perry. Jungle Boy. He's got some neck issues going on there. He's excited to see all of his fans, though. He's excited for him to say stuff. Silliness. Silly. Bobby's like, yeah, I can tell you're not following wrestling tonight. And Pickle's like, yeah, Katy Perry is Piff. Oh, yeah? Who's Katy? Oh, I see what you're saying. That's funny. So now we've got Brian Cage against poor Jungle Boy. That poor dude. They're like, we hate you so much, Jungle Boy. We want you to go up against this guy. Pickle's like, am I right? Robbie, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Chris says, everyone's fave Perry. God bless you, Rick Perry. Here in Texas. Who's Rick Perry? Because you're naming all these other Perrys. I was talking about his dad, but okay. Weirdos. Hey, got him with a Hurricane Rana. Brian Cage's dude in his corner is like, come on, you can do it. Jungle Boy's like, oh my god, my neck! Yeah, we should talk about that chokeslam somewhere that was on the apron by that weird big cast guy. The beat of his skull. It was totally doing it. Robbie's like, oh, yeah, high five that shit, Cola. Pico's like the guy from The Walking Dead. I don't know. Is that his dad? Is that Jack Perry's dad? I thought he was on like 90210 or something. Luke Perry. Then he was on some show on some station family thing. He was a dad or something on there. Oh my god, that person in the audience looks fake as fuck. That's creepy. Feels like Refrigerator Perry, a distant fourth in the Perry poll. Was his name Perry? The fridge? That's funny. There's a person in the audience that I'm pretty sure they're wearing a wig and they just look weird and they just keep looking at their phone and that's all they're doing. She's creeping me out. I don't think it's really a girl. I don't know what it is, but it's creepy. Anyways, picture in picture of Brian Cage did some roll up, lift up, whatever, bicep curls with what's his face. You know, oh look, they're giving us, you know, more stuff about that House of Dragons. You can watch the entire season of the biggest show of the year. Yeah, streaming. You should totally watch all of it. Robbie's like, I remember Perry Mason. Oh, there's another Perry. All kinds of Perrys coming out of the woodwork. Poor Jack Perry. He's getting his head popped right off by Brian Cage. He's like, here, let me help you take your neck adjustment to a whole new level. It's just weird. Yeah, I don't think that's how it would work, but whatever. Pico's like, I watched a couple of trailers today. You see Megan, the creepy AI doll movie. Pico, we saw a preview for that last night while we were watching TV. And at first, it was like, what the fuck? And then we rewound it and watched it again. And I was like, that just looks dumb. Robbie says, does Perry count as Perry? I don't know. Harley says the only other Perry that I know is NHL Tampa Bay Lightning player Corey Perry. Well, there's another Perry. There's all kinds of Perrys that I had no clue about. Jeez, guys. I didn't even remember Katy Perry. I don't listen to her music, so I couldn't tell you. That's why I have no idea. No idea. Hey, your local Ace has gifts. That's fantastic. So weird. Oh, we've got Aubrey being our ref tonight in this match. Oh, look. Brian Cage is trying to give Perry a neck adjustment. I don't think it's working out as well as they'd hope. He keeps punching him in the gut, and then Brian Cage tends to kick him in the face. I don't understand. Robbie's like, D, her middle name is Perry. Whose middle name is Perry? Who are you talking about? Who was her? Oh no, Brian Cage missed, and somehow he hurt himself in the corner with his big frame. Oh, and then he got elbowed and slapped in the chest and elbowed in the face. Somehow Perry is doing a good job. Oh no, Jungle Boy couldn't get him down again. He's like, oh, I staggered him. Oh, I'll throw myself at him again. Oh, he stepped back 5 times. Let me do it again. Oh, he's like, here, let me help you. He's like, yeah, that didn't work out. Oh. Yeah, that was such a counter by Jack Perry. Oh, no. Rise like D shamelessly laughing, remembering that she used to have Carrie Perry's never bought any of her music, dude. I know you have. I mean, you and Pico are big fans, which is fine. I've never, ever had any of her stuff. Not once. Like, I couldn't even name you a song. Like, that's how much I don't even watch that. And my middle name is not Perry, and I will not tell you my middle name. So, Chris says CJ Perry, a.k.a. Lana. Pico's like, it's nice to see the originals and nobody from ROH or New Japan so far. Yeah, it's been kind of nice to see the normal people of AEW. People like, oh my god, how could we forget CJ Perry? Right? He goes like, haha, Katy Perry is rent free in your head now, D. I will completely forget this conversation right after we're not on this anymore. Just so you know. I will be like, doop-a-doo. Oh, he almost got him in a fruit roll-up. Oh, he kicked him in the face. Perry's kicking the other guy, Cage. Get him. Oh, no, a spinning thingy. Got him with it. Poor Perry. He's not going to do very good here, Jungle Boy. For being a Jungle Boy, he's not very good at his jungling stuff. Oh, he did a reverse move of some kind on poor Brian Cage. Oh, and he thought it was going to get him. He's going to get him in a hold. Whatever this is. What is this? The scorpion? The crab? He's tapping. Not really tapping. But the ref is talking and not paying attention. And now she's like, hey, you can't touch him. Like, you can't touch him. Pico's like, the drill claw? Sure, that's it. But I don't know. Ryan's like, D, you're so interesting. Am I? Ryan's like, D, it's all you. Why the chat goes left field. It's not me. I didn't do shit. Oh my god. He did it. He did a fruit roll-up and pinned Brian Cage in a fruit roll-up, guys. He got him in a fruit roll-up. All the people are whispering in each other's ears. Oh my god, can you believe that really happened? No, I just don't even know what happened. Everybody's waving their arms in the air like they don't care. Because they don't. I bet that one bitch isn't, though. I bet she's still sitting there with her weird wig on and being on her phone. She's a creepy woman. Creepy! She's just creepy. Robbie's like, decent win with a fruit roll-up. Well, he had to do it somehow, right? It's Brian Cage, for God's sakes. Have you seen how small fucking Jungle Boy is? He's a tiny little man. Tiny. Brian Cage is not a small, I mean, he's a short man, but he's not a tiny man. Pickle's like, I surely don't care. Oh, time to wave the catchy songs on. Pickle, you care. You care so much. You care a lot. On another scale of caring. Ooh, he's going to see two things. Oh, no, he's going to see Boots again. So he's going to bitch slap him? He's going to backhand his ass. He's like, okay. Oh, man. Oh, this is not cool. Who's going to come help him? This is stupid. He has to, like, do it all by himself. Like, this is dumb. Like, hey, we'll pick on you. Big Bill. What a dumb name. Like, who wants that as your wrestling name? Big Bill. Yeah, Big Bill. What a jackass. I was like, D cares, but she tries not to show it. I care about what, Ravi? What am I caring about now? Alright, so Lee Moriarty is beating up Jungle Boy because they can. He has no friends. Big Bill's doing it. So Jungle Boy has no friends. No friends at all. Pick on the little guy. Yeah. Who's going to help him? Somebody's got to come help him. Who is it? Everybody's kind of happy about it. What is it? Oh, ugh, barf. Hey, another little dude to come help a little dude who's playing a little dude who is another little dude. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, this is barf. Oh, God, this makes me sick. Oh, they all leave. They're like, you're so tiny, you're scary. Is that what happens, Ravi, when you walk into a fucking room? Everybody leaves because you're scary, because you're tiny. They're like, oh my God, short people. Ah! Then they run away from you because you're like this little tiny man. He could barely even see over the ropes. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God. Like, what is this? It's midget wrestling, isn't it? I'm watching midget wrestling right now. Yep, midget wrestling's happening. It's on my TV right now. I don't like it. Oh, they're like, hey, you want to be like best friends? Like, oh my God, I love you so much. Let's be besties now. He looks like such a fucking retard. Look at him. What a fucking dumbass. He fucking stands like that. Looks like that. I'm so tough. What a moron. Piccolo's like fancy buttoned up shirts. Huge heel heat. You know, Piccolo, that's exactly how I feel when I wear button up shirts. And Nikes. Oh, wait, I don't wear Nikes. Don't wear those. Piccolo's like, Hook, you're my hero. Oh, I bet. You were tired of poor little Jungle Boy getting beat up. Somebody needed to save him. It's a small statement. In the pick a fight, did you think you're good? I mean, I like you, Claudio, but you're just weird right now. I was like, D, what the hell of disrespect or frankly would turn our grave with what you said. Oh, because people run away from you when you walk into a room because you're so short? Not surprising. And that's not disrespectful. That's just truth, my friend. And if you don't like truth, then probably shouldn't be here. Well, there's like, Hook helped Jungle Boy. Yeah, he really helped him out, Walter. He waited until he got really beat up, and then he decided he might come down and say something. But he's so short, I just don't know how it would work out. Robbie's like, I wear Nike. Does that make me a bad person? I don't know, dude. You do you. Well, it's like John Moxley, Yuta, and Claudio talking. Yeah, they're making like open thing that they're just going to beat up everybody in their little combat club of stupid. They're like, we've got the ROH like titles on us. Do. Look at us. We're amazing. Pico's like, I'd love to see Camarado job to Cesaro. What does that even mean? Robbie says, D, how are you going to tell me that? Tell you what? You're short? Dude, I think you already know. Like, I'm pretty sure that that's probably something you're very well aware of in life. Oh, look, it's a full blast commercial. We're going to have something up next, but I was not paying attention, so I have no idea what it is. Pickle's like, Ravi, only if you run around and super kick random people. Oh, you don't even have to super kick people, Piccola. You just got to walk into a room, according to what I just saw on wrestling. Hook's so short, he can barely see over the rings, like, ropes. And then all he had to do was come out there, and everybody ran away like, oh, no, it's scary. So when Ravi goes into a room, that's what everybody does. They just run away like, oh, scary, because he's short. And he can't see over the ring ropes. I mean, that would scare anybody. Walter's like, House of Black will wrestle. Okay. Yeah, they're in action tonight. Whatever that means. Who knows who they're wrestling, but it's in action, so it makes sense, right? I mean, that's how it is. Action. Makes sense. We're in a full-blown commercial. As I said earlier, we're watching AEW Dynamite. Everybody is so excited about that. Yay for us. Robbie's like, I do like my Air Force Ones and Air Max. So comfortable. Pico's like, probably another 2-minute squash. Probably. But who is it going to be, Pico? Is it going to just be nobody? Is it going to be ROH nobodies? Is it going to be ROH somebodies? I mean, is it just going to be random Joes off the street? Is it going to be somebody within AEW stuff? I mean, who is it? Who is going to be their opponents? Who are they picking on? Who are they fighting? Is Miro coming back? Are we going to see Miro? I mean, is there gonna be anybody exciting in this whole comeback for, the Black of House people, Malachi and his bear buddy and the girl, whatever her name is, and all those guys. You know who I'm talking about. Well, I was looking forward to good college bowl games. You know what, Walter? I cannot say that. I don't usually watch the college bowl games. I mean, every once in a while I'll try to see one or two, but not always. Not always. Not always. Anyways, Harley's like, I like your personality. 0 fucks a given. You know what, Harley? I'm sorry. Travis is a huge wrestling fan. Okay, he's watched wrestling since he was a kid. He's watched it for 40 years, whatever. I had just started watching wrestling, since we've been doing our show, which is 3 years. And so far in life, I'm very disappointed in it. And I don't hide that disappointment. Walter's looking forward to a good college bowl games. And Ravi says, Cola, who should I super kick? You know what, Ravi? I think you should try to super kick yourself on the face. Vindicator's delete that. Are you trying to say Ravi suffers from Napoleon syndrome like Johnny Spaghetti? Maybe. But it's Ben, I don't have a peg leg too. Pickle is who needs a good chin check right now?
Gross kick.
Keith Lee. What are you doing? Why are you making things weird and saying weird things? What's going on?
I didn't do anything.
Why are things making noises then?
Can't answer that question.
Well, maybe you should try.
What did I miss?
I don't know, but you sure talked a lot.
I couldn't help that. Everything I got, McKenna.
They got to.
Everything. I'm like, crap.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Every single thing?
Yeah. I'm like.
Even the perfume?
Oh, I forgot about it. No.
Oh.
I could have told someone about that.
Better tell her. Just be like, hey, do you have your phone? Vindicator's Black of House, LOL. Sounds like that statement needs a new paint job. Yeah. Robbie's D, I probably couldn't even reach myself. Because you're so short. Sorry. Jungle Boy beat Brian Cage with a fruit roll-up. And then that Lee Moriarty and that one dude and Bill. His name's Bill. But he's
oh yeah,
Big Cass.
Bill.
He's Big Bill
they
now.
They call him Big Bill. I forgot that they were doing that.
Yeah, they came down and beat the poo-poo out of him, Jungle Boy. They came down and beat the poo-poo out of Jungle Boy. They really beat him up, and they were almost done beating him up, and then his savior came. I bet you can guess who it was. He's really short. His dad's on commentary. And people think he's just so amazing. Ugh. That guy. Anyways, and they all ran away. So I started teasing Ravi about being short. Because that's what short people, I guess, happens when they come into a room. Is everybody runs away from him. Anyways, he is so short, he can barely see over the ring ropes. That's how short he is.
You're talking about Captain?
Captain? No, he's not a captain.
Captain.
He'll never be a captain. He's just Hook. And he looks so dumb. He's just standing there with a stupid look on his face. I don't understand the appeal. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Is it? Is it? It fucking looks dumb. Could you imagine sitting there trying to have a conversation with someone and they're just doing this the whole time?
I used to have long hair, so I know exactly what it's like.
And they just have this dumb, fucking stupid fuck look on their face. The whole time. The whole fucking time. Ugh. Bleh, bleh, ugh. Anyways. So then, what's his face yacked John Moxley and his little weird group of dummies with their extra gross Yuta thing.
Oh, Black Mist immediately.
Oh no! Ew, who did he spit in the face of?
Some guy.
Some random. Oh, the factory guy. I don't even know who these people.
He's a factory.
I was wondering who they were gonna fight.
The factory.
I guess it's the factory people, whoever they are.
You didn't know?
Are they called the factory because worked in child labor when they were young or something and worked in factories. And I'm like, you know what? I need to be called the factory when I get older in a wrestling group.
Exactly.
Like, what the hell?
What that is.
So strange.
It's a factory. Like, you go there and you get better.
Okay, well, they look like they're really bad at getting better. Walter's like, swerve, turn hill.
Is trying to raise little kids to work in his factories.
Gross. Walter's like, swerve, turn hill. Rafi's like, D-Man, you're brutal tonight. People's like, swerve, so dope. Keep it up in 2023. People's like, Morrissey, now
mass.
Big Bill.
Is that really it?
It's William Morrissey.
What the fuck?
Like, you're so lame. We have to have this kind of a match.
I'm gonna stop my timer from that first match.
Oh, that's good. Does he have blood on his lip?
53 minutes
Or is
later.
that black? So she's the one that spit? Somebody said that.
Yeah, maybe she did.
I wasn't watching, guys. I did not look up at that time.
I would probably let her spit in my face.
If it was your own cum, would you still let her spit in your face?
How'd she get my cum in her mouth?
How do you think she did? Most of you guys go there with it. I just figured that was the next step. People's like, W. Morrissey, now Big Bill. Yeah, William Morrissey is now Big Bill. Ravi's like, then it turned into let's all laugh at Ravi and how short he is. Yeah, because you're short. Chris says Big Bill, aka Big Cass, aka W. Morrissey. That guy. Pico's like, oh, look, it's the QT Marshall thugs, the factory, as I was well informed by Travis, of little kids and trying to sew clothes. Chris is like, Hook versus Logan Paul in a fuckboy match. Ew, gross. Ravi's like, D, he might be short, but might have a decent wrestling mind. I think his mind is broken. Walter's like, House of Black for the win. Well, they did win, Walter, by spitting in people's faces. Ravi says, D, but you're very random to like Hook. She's disgusting. I don't even know why she's on TV.
She foolish?
I don't know. She looks disgusting at all times.
Hey, she's got a big old butt. Why are you wearing black? Can't see your butt.
Okay, hi. Chris says it's because...
Maria, I couldn't help but hear you talk.
Yeah, Chris says it's because Hook is trying to be like Logan and Jake Paul appeal. Yeah, it's really quite barfy.
She has huge potential. That's potential. She has potential.
Because she can talk words.
She has potential. I didn't notice that. Now she just has to change her volume of her voice and push that. But she didn't sound stupid at all.
No, she didn't sound stupid. It's official. Let's make it official.
Let's look on it.
Ew, gross. Lives in our room right now. Disgusting. I'm going to run away. This is fucking filth. Vinegar's like, it's funny to me that Tony S. thinks Julia is the creepiest looking one. Right? That's weird. Well, I was like, Julia Hart did missed. She did. Because, like, they work in left Twix and right Twix factories. Duh. You know, there's no difference, Bicola.
Together.
Walter's like, quick match. Rob is like, D, you should know the drill. AW is strange. It don't make sense. Doesn't it?
But Baker's pants are weird.
Oh, yeah, her. Oh, they showed it. That was the freaking creepy ass person I was talking about earlier. It was just sitting in the crowd during the Jungle Boy match on its phone. And it has a weird wig on. It's just fucking creepy. I don't like that person.
Is this song getting old?
You know, I don't even listen to it, so I couldn't even tell you if it does get old or not.
I don't think it does. Every time I hear it, it sounds fresh. Should I listen to it again for 24 hours?
You should, so you know it even better. Pico's like, who was the legal man? I'm freaking confused. You know, Pico, I couldn't even tell you because I didn't even catch the whole thing. I, looked up. I didn't even see that.
Got kicked in the face and pinned in, 1 second.
By Malachi. So I guess Malachi was the legal person that was actually having the match. I don't know what was happening. Chris says the factory team logo looks like Dollar Tree Undisputed Era. Harley says, well, then what is your opinion on the whole Bloodline and WWE Roman Reigns group?
Mine?
You can give your opinion, and then I'll give my
I love
opinion.
the Bloodline.
Travis loves the Bloodline.
I don't like that they have all the belts, but because I would like to see another world champion. Other than that, I don't care. The tag team division's terrible. It is getting better, and I'm giving it time to get
Oh,
better.
he slapped that guy right in the
Is
face.
that Will Ospreay?
Who is this person?
I don't know. It looks like Will Ospreay.
Who is
don't
this
think
guy?
it is,
Does anybody know who it is?
He said he's going to fight a jobber later.
Oh,
the
so it's
jobber.
just the jobber. You need to put your mic on. Nobody can hear you, what you're saying on anything. Okay, so Harley, my opinion about the Bloodline is I don't really care about their group. Like, it's fine they're in a group, Roman having his little thing and stuff. I am on the same page with the whole belt thing. It pisses me off that they all have the belts. They have no way of splitting them up. They haven't even tried to split them up. There's never any kind of, whether it's once a month even, there's not a champion, a main champion on Raw anymore. It's made Raw fucking lame and gay and dumb. And everything is for SmackDown and shit. And I don't agree with that part of the whole thing. Their faction thing is fine and stuff like that, and them running amok and doing their thing, it's whatever. I don't care about that kind of stuff.
Sammy's one of the greatest things in wrestling right now.
I'm not a huge fan of like them. I'm not like, ooh, the Bloodline, I can't wait to see them wrestle. Like, I could live the whole night with never seeing them on Raw or SmackDown. So Chris says DMD needs a white Christmas. Chris, and Walter's like Britt Baker, DMD, and Vinniker's like Dalitha, who has the more creepy or odd face, Britt Faker or Mella. I'm going to say Carmella does.
Carmella.
Her face is fucking weird when she doesn't have makeup on. It's fucking weird. Robbie's message retracted, and Peacock's like, oh, damn, it's Roxy. Oh, never mind, Sky Blue. Whatever. Robbie says, D, who is this bozo girl with the title they advertise? Are you talking about Jamie Hayter? Walter's like, okay, bye, guys. See you Friday for SmackDown. Bye, Walter. Thanks for joining us tonight. See you on Friday. Piccolo says, see you, Walter. Be safe. Robbie says, Sting in the crowd. Ha, ha, ha. Bye, Walter. Is Chris ever going to stop wrestling? Piccolo says, can barely hear you, Travis. Oh, you got me.
My bad.
Yeah. Robbie's like, D, you seem to know. What do I know? I know nothing. Then he's like, old man Chris might be jobbering around with a more buff relative of Dante Martin. Oh, gee. Chris says Jericho has way too many nicknames. El Ocho, the Wizard, the Ayalota of Rock and Rolla, Y2J, the Savior, the Lionheart, the Old Man, the Has-Been, the Caved-In Chest Man.
Once was man.
The Once Was Man. The List Man. I don't know how many more there are. Robbie says, D, didn't know you were so opinionated on wrestling. And Piccolo says, is the best part of WWE going today? That's Piccolo's opinion about the Bloodline.
Yeah, it's
Sophie
definitely
says,
awesome.
Hi, I wasn't here, but your thoughts on the WWE releasing Mandy Rose. Sophie, what are your thoughts about it? You tell us what you think. What do you think about that? Come on. Don't be scared. You tell us what you think. Harley says, where has Carmella been? Is she injured again? No, Harley. Carmella married what's-his-face. What is his name?
Corey Graves.
Corey Graves. And she got pregnant. And she had a miscarriage. And then she had some other problems happen. It sounds to me like she's probably just trying to get in the family way and stuff like that. So we might not see her. Wouldn't the water just turn to gold once his lips touched it? Or is it just his hands?
Was it Midas?
Yes. Like you get the golden touch.
I think it's just his hands. His clothes didn't turn to gold.
I know. That's what I was saying. Like when everything turned to gold. Piccolo says, been a Jerichoholic since 1999. Robbie says, Sophie, don't know me tonight. Piccolo says, Graves, Perry. So he says, my thoughts on the Mandy Rose thing. It came out of nowhere.
Sure did.
Sure did. Yeah, it sure did. Piccolo's like the other son of Luke Perry. Graves, Perry. So he says, how is AEW Dynamite tonight? It's going. Chris Jericho's beating up some young kid that doesn't know what he's doing.
Beating the shit out of him. This match is way longer than I thought it would be. Should I get my train out of the attic? Got one of those trains.
Who's getting the triple treat box for a limited time only for Pizza Hut this year? Not me. Pickle's like, did the punishment fit the crime, Sophie? Robbie's like, Chris has some lackluster matches these days. Well, when you fall down to the bottom of the rung of playing ROH champion, you know, there's not much further to go till you hit the very rock bottom of stupid.
That's like NXT Tag Team Champions. Poor New Day. I feel bad for the New Day.
Piccolo's thinking about making a sandwich. Be right back. Hey, you know what, dude? That's not thinking. You're going to do it. You're fucking leaving to go do a sandwich, aren't you? You're leaving and going to make a sandwich. Sophie says now there's a movement across Twitter about rehiring Mandy Rose. Yeah, how do you feel about that, Sophie?
A movement.
What about this movement? Did they use laxative to get it? Chris says DMD looked so hot tonight. I don't care, D.
Did you like her pants?
Ew, Chris, seriously? You thought those...
She had like a low-rise pant on one side and a high-rise pant on the other side.
No, she didn't. She had a high-rise pant all the way around, and it just had slits taken out, so it looked like they were like mid-rise.
It was a strap. So when she put those on, I guarantee there's a strap. It's like a belt.
Oh, no, honey. No, that's not it.
Yeah.
Nope.
She has a button for the low rise and for the high rise.
Yes.
There's like 3 buttons.
They were attached to each other, though. Like, the whole pants were attached. It was just like
only on one side.
Cutouts. The whole thing was attached.
I'm just saying on this side it would have been a floppy if you undid it. It'd flop. Hang down to the like
I
her back of her
understand,
knee.
but I'm saying that it had cutouts here.
Only on the one side. That's why it was goofy. I've seen her wear them before.
Yeah, they're dumb and
And
hideous.
it's very goofy.
Robbie says, who's more shoddy these days, Chris or Bryan Danielson?
If shoddy means bad, then Bryan Danielson. Although, I mean, Jericho's not that great anymore. Right now, he's just living off of his entrance song. And that crowd noise. He still gets pop.
Vindicator says, Travis, what are those little Funko dolls in front of you?
They are exactly that.
They're Funko
Like,
dolls.
you want to know what people they are?
There's
You got
Street
the Street
Profits.
Profits. You got Mr. T, Hulk Hogan. You got Undertaker. Is there anybody else?
I don't think so.
Is it just the 4?
I think there's just 5.
It's just 5. That's it.
Pretty sure. There could be more.
Mr. T loves his mom.
He does. He loves his mommy. And don't you make fun of him for that. I loved my mommy, too. Totally understood where he was coming from.
Oh, Jericho got his knees up.
Robbie's like, DMD always looks hot. Chris says the anti-Mandy Rose movement. Anti-Mandy? No. There's no anti-Mandy. Sophie says, remember the DJ from the Ellen show named Twitch?
No.
Robbie says, yes, he's dead, Sophie. We know.
I didn't know.
Robbie says Bryan and Chris need to be put down with how bad they are currently.
Was he old or?
He was 40. He
Suicidal?
killed himself. He left a wife and 3 kids. His youngest daughter just turned 3. His oldest is like 14.
And he wanted out?
I don't know. They just found him unresponsive in their home. It was released like earlier today.
Here they go, pushing a little kid again. There he goes. Put him in the walls. End it.
So this will be interesting to see with Mandy Rose release how that will affect her group moving forward. Sophie, how do you think it's going to affect them?
I feel like their group is going to have to be dismantled because they're nothing. They're low mid-carders, both of them, both of those girls. And so whether you keep them in NXT as singles wrestlers or as a tag team, because I don't think you can bring them up to the main roster without Mandy. That's what it is.
True. Vindicator says, oh, okay, Wrestling Funko on show called Wrestling Gab. That
Jericho
does
just
make
lost.
sense. Silly me.
Yeah, this is what's wrong with AEW. This is just another Hook, Garcia, Wheeler, Yuta. It's like, hey, build your own characters. They're like, okay, let's find the smallest guy we possibly can.
Action.
Look, he's shorter than the fans in the audience.
It is his Dynamite debut, and they gave him a
Those
win.
women were shorter than him.
Oh, wow. The women were shorter, and I bet you they were wearing heels.
He just stage dived into some dudes that are bigger than him.
Security guy's like, look, fucker, you can't do this shit. Get out.
We're trying to do our job.
Like, stop being a fuckwad.
People
Go
are
away.
going to touch you. It's a man in a wig. Oh, so we got Sting back?
I guess he's back. I have no idea.
You missed it.
Did I not understand what was happening? I zoned out so I don't have to listen to whatever garbage they're saying about this weird garbage guy.
Absolute Ricky Stark. We've got a couple matches left still.
Rise like Sophie stops being garbage that no one cares about, please.
It's the Pebble.
Your hard work. Hey, it's the Pebble. Hey, it's Ricky Stark's the Pebble.
Pebble said. The Pebble said.
Chris said, the anti-DMD movement. Sophie says, or give Toxic Attraction a new leader. Oh, you think that's what they'll do, Sophie?
If they do that, that'll be super weird and forced. No matter who you think of, it'll be weird and forced. You either go with a blonde that looks just like Mandy, right? Go that direction. And then it looks way forced. Or you go with a brunette that looks like them. And then it's like, what is this group? You can't call them the same. I just don't know if you can do it.
Vindicator says, but what about that statue trophy in the middle that looks like it's dancing?
That is the Drama Award. We have not given that out yet. But that's what we bought that for. That is the complete...
It's the Trauma Award. For who? Who was it for?
Well, that would obviously Liv Morgan in 2022. But we haven't given out the award yet.
Cries like some of the dark wrestlers should get TV time over Chris. Chris says this is funny though. He beat Jericho upset of the decade. And Sophie says any news happening with AEW tonight?
Nothing good.
Well,
other than just what
the
it
stuff
is.
that happened with Chris Jericho and a newbie who just debuted on Dynamite somehow won. So I mean, there's that stupidity. I guess that's some worthy, upsetting, happening news. Vindicator's most attractor and Chris says Cora Jade, new leader of Toxic. Bliss lead
Lord.
Toxic. Yeah, that's a great place for Bliss. Just put her down back in NXT so we don't have to see her anymore. Vindicator says, so this show is dubbed Winter is Coming, but has winter already come to Idaho? Yes.
Yes, it's white.
And
up
we
there.
have a snowstorm coming tonight, too.
It's probably here. It said about 8.
Should have had to get my keys while you're out there. Forgot. Chris says Liv Morgan attraction leader. So he says, or somehow make it that Mandy Rose was never the leader of Toxic in the first place. I don't know how they will pull that off.
Yeah, that would be a hard one to pull off.
Robbie's like trauma, LOL awards. No, drama. Drama. Like theater.
Overreacting.
Drama.
See, his
overacting.
arms-
Overreacting.
Like, woe is me.
Pickle's like, we
Like a
literally need
2-year-old.
to vote for this trauma award. Trauma. You guys are calling it trauma. It's drama. Vindicator's like, come on, Travis. We all know Leopold wants that drama award. He has not wanted anything to do with it. So.
I'm surprised he hasn't.
I know, right? Try to
tipped over. Break the
it.
glass.
Right? Chris says winter is coming here to Texas tomorrow through next week for Christmas. Oh,
That's
yeah?
awesome. You might get a white Christmas. Well, not down in Houston, but.
Sophie's trying to say D gets the drama award. Oh, yeah?
Has it ever snowed there? I mean, I know it snowed in the Bahamas before, like in the 80s. It snowed there a couple times.
Yeah, it snowed down south a few times in
But
different places.
Houston?
I don't know. They've gotten snow there.
I mean, there are mountains. I don't know if there are mountains they're on the other coast.
Pickles like Lacey Evans gives me trauma. Robbie says might as well be the trauma award for your gal crybaby Liv.
Oh my God, can you imagine you
The
guys?
victim. It's the victim
Imagine
award.
this repackage. Toxic Attraction comes up to be with Lacey Evans, and they come up as like these little Marines.
Oh, God.
And they're just like these little, like, hard-working ants. There it is.
Oh, Lord. Pickle says...
Toxic Americans is what they could be called.
Ooh, there you go. Pickle's like maybe like a flurry once every 15 years. Yeah. That you get down there in Florida area. So it says, congrats to that girl that ended Mandy Rose NXT Championship run, which also came out of nowhere.
Roxanne, or Roxy, or whatever they call her. It's Rox, like R-O-X.
Yeah, you're happy with that, huh? You're a big NXT fan, and you're okay with a nobody getting a title. That's pretty interesting. Okay.
Who's that?
Sophie. Is happy with it.
I
Chris
don't know if
says...
she's happy with it.
I'm saying congratulations.
It's just another
I don't
person.
congratulate people who don't deserve things.
I do.
Participation trophy much? Participation trophy much. That's a whole thing. Participation trophy. Want to talk about toxic? That's fucking toxic. Yeah, see? No hot tub. No, my keys can't turn my car on. It's going to be cold. I have to wait 10 minutes.
Ew.
Chris says, yes, it snowed in Houston in the 60s, 70s, and in 05, 09, and in 2020 snowstorm. Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys thought that snow couldn't melt. I heard that.
Lord.
I remember that whole fiasco
That
of stupid that happened.
After they shut down the pipeline or something.
Yeah, that the government
I remember that.
totally did stuff. So if it's like Toxic Attraction was rumored for a main roster call-up not that long ago.
Yeah.
Harley says, I'll be happy if there's not a white Christmas this year in the state of Michigan. Good luck with that, my friend.
I think it's on its way.
I'm surprised that you already don't have one. Ravi says, NXT is a BS. LO, only bozos watch it. Pickle is like a TNT toxic and traumatic. That's what they'll call Lacey Evans' group. Toxic and traumatic. That's funny.
I guess that match was sick, but all the other matches on the card was dumb, but...
Right. Did they lose one of their tag team titles or something? Oh, that's
I couldn't tell what that title was right when
He's
I
making
looked
it official. He's
Oh,
throwing chairs.
They'll show it again. Jericho's just... Hey! And the trophy goes to...
Tonight on AEW, the
Chris
drama trophy goes to Chris
Jericho.
Jericho.
See, like a toddler when they, like... I don't know if you've ever sat one down, if you're holding one and you set it down and they just give up on life. That's what it looks like.
Right?
They're like...
Bleh. Or they arch really bad.
that arch, but that's what I'm saying. They just give up on life.
So he says, I'm not an
Yeah,
NXT
they lost the
fan,
Ring of Honor
and
titles.
that girl was also a Ring of Honor Women's Champion this year as well.
Yeah, the Ring of Honor title's not there. And see,
Yeah.
that is the IWGP.
They must
so
have
that's
lost
New
the
Japan,
ROH
and then that
ones.
one's Mexico. Yeah, Briscoes must have won that match
Must have.
because of the Gun Club.
Yeah. Sophie, I don't know how great it is that she was a champion in
Is this the
ROH.
female one?
I feel like it's pretty garbage. Yeah, it's the female one. Pickle's like, go blue. Ravi says, D, what snow can't melt? What? Get out of here. It was a weird thing, Ravi. It was something when there was
Mellow
snow in
is
Texas.
money.
It was strange. And
Why do they
gross.
just touch each other? Is it over? It's over. It's over.
Sophie says Matt Riddle is in drug rehab.
There, it's over.
Oh, yeah, Sophie. And how do you feel about that he got a choice in whether he kept his job or not, but Mandy didn't? Pickle says, yeah, can you believe that's how FTR have lost ROH tagged titles? You know what's funny, Pickle, is from here, it looks like titties.
Lost her titties. Like, hell, Mello lost her titties.
Their tag title. I mean, it says titles. I know it says titles. But sometimes I have to tell it to take a double take and go, did they say titties? No, it's titles.
Is she getting too comfortable? Maybe in a relationship or something?
Of course she is. She's married. She whored around and got the man. She don't have to do anything
Run
anymore.
away! Ruby Soho.
Robbie says, good for Matt. Sophie, you sent him a card and some grapes. Pickle's like, where's Film? It's his time. Right? Poor Film isn't here to see all of the armpits of AEW.
Everywhere.
He likes both of them.
Shit.
Oh no, don't break your nose again. Then she'll have an ugly face. That's what happens. Don't break her nose twice. Then you have props. Sophie says, do you think Sasha Banks will make her AEW debut next month?
I do. I think she will show up and be Saraya, whatever her name is, tag team partner.
I think that Sasha Banks will not come to AEW and won't touch it with a 39.5-foot pole. Robbie says, Sophie, no one care about this useless issue to talk about. Vindicator says, Travis, go ahead and give that Drama Trauma award to Ty Mello. No.
No. It goes to Jericho tonight.
As of right now, it's Jericho's. He is definitely in the top running. Pickle's like, from this distance, I see titties on TV too, right? Definitely. Chris says, that's be fucked up if Ty is actually a dude. In Brazil, it's common for that to be the case. Poor Sammy.
Definitely not a dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not a dude. Now, if she was from, what's her face? Bangkok. Then I would say you were probably correct. Although she'd probably have bigger boobs than she has. Poison message retracted. Sophie's like, no news about Naomi. And Robbie says, Tay Mello getting cooked.
Right now.
I don't know, she kind of threw, and she didn't really get cooked. She was doing some stuff. Oh, hey, the match finally started. Now she's going to get cooked.
She reminds me of like a circus director. Her shorts, those stripes going up
right?
and down like that.
Robbie's like, nah, you're thinking Bangkok. That's what I said. Bangkok. Pickle's like, it's a man, baby. Pickle.
If she was a man, it would just be hanging out right now.
I mean, they do surgeries and stuff, but I don't know. So he's like, I could see Triple H somehow convince Sasha Banks and Naomi back to the company.
Oh, we don't want that, though. You don't want to poison the locker room.
Hey, that'd be great. Let's do that. Maybe it'll all implode. Faster than it already is.
Although, I mean, it might be imploding as we speak anyways.
Robbie's like, what chick with dicks? Yeah. In Bangkok, yes, Robbie. Lots of chicks with dicks. I mean, dicks with chicks. Titties.
Mello's leaving here.
She's done. I don't want to fight anymore. I want to eat my tacos. Oh, don't pull her nose.
Yeah, that's how you do it. DDT. Broke her face.
Oh, no. Her face is broken. Vindicator's like, but how come Ruby is trying to show her bum like the rest of them? She has nothing going on back there.
Yeah, she's a 12-year-old boy.
Although she wasn't like that in the company of sports entertainers. Oh. Maybe she thinks she looks better because her nose looks better and it changed her whole face.
Yeah, her face is definitely different.
Ray's like, haha, D knows. You know how I know, Ravi? It's called a movie called The Hangover. It's the only reason why I know.
Bangkok.
Seriously. That's the only reason. Vindicator's like, Ruby kind of lost her edgy attitude since leaving the Riot Squad.
That was like 5 years ago.
Maybe she changed? People can do that. Chris says, Mellow Def looking pudgy, but she still looks good.
Well, she got all that cake.
Sophie says, did you hear Vince does want to return to the WWE even though there are more sex scandals coming? Oh, wow, Sophie. And how does that make you feel?
It's all good.
I was like, do you sure it's not down to Google? LOL. Dude, I wouldn't Google that shit. I don't care.
What are we? Oh, ooh.
It literally was from The Hangover 3, I think it was in the third one. Or second one. Was it the second? Oh, yeah, the third one was kind of weird.
They don't wake up in a hangover on the third one. There's one funny part in that whole movie.
In the third one?
Mm-hmm.
What happened in the third one?
There's a rooster. He's like, what do you feed that thing? He's like,
oh,
cocaine
yeah, chicken and cocaine.
and chicken.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's all about the FBI stuff or the DEA or
They're getting chased either by drug lords or something. I can't remember what it is. It's not good.
It's both, like the FBI and his drug lord people or whatever. That's right. So he's like, I saw all 3 Hangover movies. Cool. People's like, yeah, I hope no shithead Sammy babies pop out of Ty. She won't be wrestling anymore. Sophie's like, wow, Sophie, you don't stop, do you, with bozo comments no one cares about. Sophie's like, I saw all 3 Hangover movies, and Film says, what time is it? Hey, look, it's Film. Hey, Piccola, you manifested him.
What is it? Oh, Film showed up?
Yeah. Dude, it's been armpit time for like 4 minutes or so.
Yeah.
We missed out
You're
on a
missing
whole
all
bunch
the
of
pits.
armpitting and whatnot. Slobbering and grossness happened. Sophie's like, with the Bobby Lashley firing, it will be interesting to see where it goes into the Rumble. Yeah, how does that make you feel? What do you feel about that? What do you think's going to happen? Film's like, Pickle, hey friend, thanks for thinking about me. Appreciate it. Hi, Missy and Travis. Big hugs and big heart. Pickle's like, hola, Film. How's it going? Robbie says,
Ruby
it's
takes her
baby's
down.
got no back time. And Film's like, it's armpit time. Film's like, I'm doing okay, Pickle. I just got back from church. Yeah? Oh,
Need a
thinking
Ty-
about the Lord and
Ty
stuff.
Conte versus Sky Blue match. So we all win.
Gross.
Ruby.
Oh, look, it's a good thing she slowed down in her running. Oh my
Drove
God,
her face in
seriously.
there. Yes, this is really slow. But you have to be slow with Ty.
Oh, Chris says Shotzi Blackheart and DMD scissoring time would be interesting.
Little scissor time, scissor daddy.
Ew, seriously, you guys. Bill's like, I love my take on and Ruby Soho's armpits. Sophie's like, I feel good. I could see the Bobby Lashley firing storyline somehow leads to the 3rd match with Brock for the Rumble. No, you don't think it's real?
I have no doubt.
You think that's an actual story and he didn't just get fired for contract violations? Sorry. I was like, Soho has got no back like Miley Cyrus. Sophie, this AEW, not WWE. People don't care, Robbie. Nobody does.
Over, down, around.
And around and down and jumpies. Oh, look, she missed because there was nobody there. Oh, no, she got kicked in the face.
Kick.
Oh, lay there so she can pretend to punch her. Oh, she got out of it. She's so surprised. She's like, how did that happen? I don't understand. I'm so confused.
After the bro kick. Ooh, big chop. They're exchanging blows.
They're exchanging titty blows. Titty slap.
Hit me in the titty.
Hit me in the titty. Titty slapper. Slap those titties.
Oh.
Slap the titties. Did she spit on it? Oh, she's like, I gotta lube this shit up. She's
Here
like,
it
I'm gonna
comes.
get her. I got her, right? Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
no!
it
Take
didn't
Conte.
work.
Almost had her right
She's
there.
still confused.
So she's wearing red, and it matches her fingernails, but her eyes are purple. Oh,
Yeah, her eyes are like a magenta.
That doesn't match.
I know, it's creepy. I don't like it. That's why I don't look at her face anymore. People's like, whatever you do, don't have it leaked. These scissors fappening. Right? Don't do it. Everybody will get fired. So it was like, see ya for Real Wrestling SmackDown on Friday. Yeah, real wrestling. Because this is all fake.
Fake wrestling.
It's all fake.
1, 2, 3. Perfect camera angle.
Ooh, was it her twat area?
It was.
Take a picture of it. Put it on the
Oh
internet.
my god.
Right there. Put it on the... Hurry! Take a picture and
Hasn't
put it
even-
on the internet.
We're not even close.
You're so far
here
behind.
comes Anna Jay.
Ah, I feel bad. Robbie's like, Chop's better than Charlotte. Chris is like, Gunter would be an animal chopping those titties. Oh, Anna's so mad. Look at her boobies all just out there. She's like, I'm so angry. Look at how angry I am. I'm so angry. That person's got a whole sign that says boo. They're like, I am so upset about this. Boo. Who's going to save Ruby? like. That's the meal ticket right there. That's the pictures that's going to get us views. Rob was like, do you got to be ready quicker than that? Chris was like, holy shit, Anna J. Yeah, her boobies are just hanging out all over the place. And nobody came down to help Ruby. So we got probs in the back, guys. Oh. I want to know why you're so angry about it. I mean, it just gives you more time at home with your new baby, so I don't know why you're freaking out. Oh my God, you were out for a whole minute? Sweet. But I was like, Anna J, what kind of move is that? It's the bouncing booby move. It's the BBM. Oh my God, what's next? Oh my God. Do we still have a Daniel Bryanson match?
I don't. There's not enough time.
I hope there isn't one. Please,
We're
Lord.
already at 30. They're gonna give those guys a little bit of time, at least 20 minutes.
Okay.
You couldn't remember his kid's name.
Oh my God, seriously. Oh my God, is the guy in the background, is he crying?
He didn't know his son's name for an hour.
Oh my God, seriously, get
That's
it for
hell.
yourself.
If that's hell, then
God damn.
you've had a pretty gifted life.
Right? Film's like, so did anybody heard about the news about Mandy Rose? Oh God, no, Film.
What? What happened to Mandy?
What happened? Oh my gosh, you should tell us all about it and then tell us what you think about it. Rob is like, LOL, the BBM top 4.
Wardlow in action. At a
I don't even remember what it stands for. That's how much I don't care. Because like Evil Uno, how's working for DoorDash these days, right? Because he's not good. Oh, Film's like, Ruby won, yes. And Robbie's like, yeah, he's crying. Chris is like, Anna J and Mandy Rose scissor time.
Please. Put that on your private chat.
Can you put that on your fan time?
That's it.
What a weird grouping of people. Why is Dan Houseland with them?
Why is
And he's not even wrestling. He's
Cody Rhodes' brother?
Why is Dustin there? I thought he died. Oh,
I thought he retired.
I thought he
Remember that match?
retired. That's right.
Remember that match he did with Cody? And it was his retirement
It was his
match?
retirement match, and then he came back the very next
He's
day.
still here.
The cat came back the very next day. The cat came back, and he wouldn't go away. Meow, kitty. Meow, so pretty. Meow, such a pity that the cat came back. So
My music teacher in high school used to sing that.
I can't remember how it starts. Like, I hit him in the head and I put him in a sack or some
Yeah,
shit.
they dump him in a river.
I took the sack to the river. I dumped him in the river, but the cat came back. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of a song is this?
I thought he was a goner, but the cat came back the very next day.
Robbie, the bouncing booby move. Oh, that's right. Bouncing booby move. Film's like, not going to lie, that's kind of pretty gross, Chris. No hard feelings. Why? Anna J and Mandy Rose scissoring it up? Or the JJs smacking up with each other? What's wrong with that? It's what everybody wants to see. Film's like, Mandy Rose lose her championship and she's fired. Yes. Sorry, not sorry. She kind of deserved it. That is the great news. Oh, yeah? She deserved it, huh? Interesting. Okay.
Everybody's got their own opinion.
Robbie says the 60s is back. Tie-dye, is that the cat in the hat? No, the cat in the hat is something else. Pickle's like, ooh-wee, match 69. Never forget Don, Callis, and Kenny in the ring together. Oh, did they do that too? That's nasty. Robbie's like, get your popcorn for that. Chris is like, you're not a straight man. Chris, he likes armpits. I have no words. Oh my God, if you become so many and they're everywhere, oh my God, that bar has a leaking problem. Look at that. Oh, jeez, terrible. Oh my God, did you hear about that guy who ran over that person on Saturday?
South Fifth, the
Uh-huh.
person that died?
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about it other than somebody died on South Fifth.
Yeah, so a guy ran her over. Killed her.
Is she the mom from Rexburg?
I don't know. Was she? I have no idea.
I saw an obituary for a mom from Rexburg.
Oh, I don't know on that one. They were crossing the street from the Common Sense, probably across the street to those streets over there that you used to live on when you were a kid.
Nora.
Over in that area.
Samuel.
And so, it was like really early in the night because
That's way out there.
some people were talking about going out to the game at the high school out there. And they were like, yeah, we were going out to the game out there and they had the whole road closed off for hours, I guess, for almost the whole night. So they had to turn around, get on the freeway, go down to the exit, and then come back. Anyways, but yeah, I guess he'd had like 2 DUIs before or something.
Oh, was he drinking?
I don't know if he was drinking. That's what I thought was really strange because it was like really early on a Saturday. Like it was like 4 or 5.
Oh,
6
you could be
maybe.
drunk as fuck on a Saturday at 4 o'clock.
Rob was like, D, does jaywalking still exist where you live? Probably there's no such thing as jaywalking. People do it all the time. I think they should be ran over. They forgot where they were. They're like, where are we? I don't know. We should play this music. Chris says, Travis, would you give a Karen a white Christmas just to shut her up, even if you were the manager?
What Karen?
Just a Karen. Just a Karen. That sounds gross.
It sounds very,
like, I don't think that's the kind of customer service that
like
she's looking for.
mommy, kind of.
Pretty sure that's not quite the customer service she's looking for, really. I was like, jaywalking, don't you get fined for that? Okay, so that can happen in big cities and stuff still, but here they don't care. Harley says, hope you all have a wonderful night. I'm going to get ready to go to bed and watch your opinion of cross-dressers.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, fantastic. Great, Harley.
Appreciate you.
We'll see you on Friday then.
We will be here Friday.
Where all the cross-dressers will be.
I don't know if there will be any cross.
I have no idea. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Harley. We appreciate you. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Woo! Come back on Friday. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, my man. We do Raw and SmackDown, and of course on Wednesdays, like we're here right now for AEW Dynamite. Don't know if you're a WWE man, but you know, if you are, fantastic. And if you're a child, don't tell your parents. Just kidding. Hopefully your parents know why you're watching. Probably not, though. Sneaky little kids.
Inappropriate.
Inappropriateness.
Like in the furnace room.
Right. We're talking about boobs and titty smacks, vaginas, scissoring, cross-dressers. World Championship! It's going to take him at least 20 minutes to introduce them here.
We got 19 minutes left, so. From Louisiana. The Pebble.
The Pebble, Ricky Starks. Ricky the Pebble Starks.
He's getting all jacked.
He's like, look at me. He's like, I have muscles. Oh.
He's trying to look the part.
Yeah. You know, what he really needs to do is he probably needs to shave his hair on his chest and stuff before he gets his spray tans. Because now it just looks orange.
He needs that manly hair, though.
Robbie says, chick with dicks, cross-dressers, scissor lovers, armpit lovers, they're all welcome on the Gap. You know it. You know it. Pickle is making sandwiches and shit. Chris is like, announcer, we are in Garland, Texas, not Dallas, you ass hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, ass hat.
It's right down the road.
It's right next to each other, but it's fucking different. It's different.
Is Garland next to Arlen?
Is it because one has a G and one doesn't?
I know where Arlen is. It's in Dallas. I don't know where Garland is.
Pickle
Isn't that
says,
where Judy Garland's from?
how would
That
I
she got her name is Garland from Judy Garland from
don't
Garland,
know
Texas.
what's happening.
I've heard of Garland, Texas before. I just can't know. I don't remember why.
Chris says Arlington, LOL. I don't know what he's talking about, sir. Pickle says he really won 39 matches. When? I don't know when that happened. Vindicator's like, both want to wrestle too. Hope they become champions someday. Yeah. Oh, he kicked him in the leg.
All right, he's got him in a side headlock. We'll see how the Pebble gets out of this. Pebble into the ropes. Whoa, they both botched that one.
Robbie's like, D, the ring announcer, thinks he's doing primetime boxing. They always have this ring announcer
I like that
do
guy,
stuff.
especially when Cody was there, because he would always change Cody's up a little bit.
Yeah.
The
Son of a plumber.
grandson of a plumber.
Chris says that's where the Texas Rangers are from. It's by Dallas, Fort Worth.
Okay.
Arlington or Garland? Are you talking about
Arlington.
Garland?
I think they're Arlington.
Or Arlington?
Or Arlen. Is it just Arlen? Or no, it's Arlington.
Arlington.
Because Arlen is the guy's name on a show with Propane, right?
I don't think so.
Arlen?
I don't think anybody's name is Arland on that.
Really?
Unless it's maybe the boyfriend of the niece.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
Stay inside.
We haven't
Oh.
had any real action quite yet.
MJF's like, oh, don't touch me.
He just took that guy's popcorn.
And
That's
threw it at
$80
him.
a bag.
Because he touched him.
Not touchy.
And then the guy was all like, yay. He thumbs up at
Oh,
him.
he took that guy's hat and then threw it up in the crowd.
Chris says that's where, oh, I read that. Robbie says, do you planning on going to any of them places? Texas?
So MJF just took Homeboy's hat off and threw it like 13 rows up at the stand.
That's funny. Pickle says, do people Houston and Dallas have beef or even bragging rights?
They always have beef.
Like beef with each other? Like they hate each other? Like
Or
Houston,
cow
Dallas,
meat.
ugh.
Because they have cow meat.
They do have beef. They do have the beef. They got the meats.
And with that comes the meat sweats.
Robbie says, yeah, the ones you mentioned. Probably not. I mean, at some point maybe I'll go to Texas, but not anytime soon. Chris says, yes, here in Houston we hate the Dallas Cowgirls. So that's it. You just don't like the football team and that's it?
Did he not just count to 3?
I have no idea. You'll have to watch on that one and tell us what happens next.
I'm like 90% sure he counted to 3 and was like, oh, fuck. Like, even the wrestlers looked at him. I don't think he meant to count to 3, but he just kept counting and it was 3. I'll watch it again on this one.
Yeah, because that's really weird.
That would be funny shit.
I was like, Dia's such a home gal. Chris says, yeah, the football team, but personally, I don't mind the Rangers. Oh. Do you like Dallas, though? I mean, like the city.
That's a 2. Here,
like,
this
do you
one.
go to Dallas?
That's a 2. This one. 2.
Nope, he only did 2. He didn't go
It's
down.
not over yet. Not there. Huh, maybe that was it. It could have been when he dropped to the floor as one, you know, like the noise from his legs. Because I heard it.
Right. Maybe that was it. Because they do drop down really fast, and it'll make a slapping noise sometimes. So I don't know.
Clothesline!
Oh my God! He threw him onto the ropes and he hurt himself. And he fell out. Oh no, he's crying. Robbie's like, I hear Idaho is the place to visit. Is it, Robbie?
It depends on what you like.
Yeah, it really does.
It really is a place to visit. People come from all over the world to come here because there's a couple different things that are
like things
world
that,
famous.
Yeah, world famous. So do you like nature? If you like nature things and parks and things like that, Idaho is a place.
Yeah, we have Yellowstone National Park, which
if you
is
like
ginormous.
big cities and things like that, don't come to Idaho. Right. Don't even come to like part of the West Coast. Big cities, you'll want to stay in like the East mostly. Right. Maybe go to California. But that's it.
It depends on what kind of
city kind of thing you're looking at,
person you are.
Yeah. Like if you're a nature person and like that kind of stuff, then Idaho should be on your list just because of the parks.
And the prettiness of it.
And how pretty it is. But there's so many pretty places in the United States. Dude, even if you live here, and let's say you took your whole life to travel the United States itself, you wouldn't see everything. And I'm including Alaska and Hawaii in that too. You wouldn't be able to see it all. It's insane. Like this country is so crazy with how many different areas and stuff. Yeah, it's just, yeah.
I want to dance with somebody.
I dance with them.
I grew up with Whitney. I love Whitney Houston.
Chris says, I've been to Dallas. It was like downtown Houston, but people think that Dallas people are mean. It's probably because they live in a city and it makes you angry. They don't get enough sun. It's usually what happens. Rise like you keep selling it to folks. Texas? Chris is like, I passed through Idaho to get to Yellowstone. A lot of potatoes. Dude, we don't have that many potatoes.
The people in California are, let me see if I can get this right. They are nice, but not kind.
True.
An example is if you get a flat tire in California, they'll be like, oh man, that sucks, dude. But they won't help you with it.
Right.
But if you go to the East Coast, they're assholes, but kind. What the fuck were you thinking? You didn't have any gas in your car? Well, let's go get you some gas.
Right.
Like, they'll fix your tire.
You don't know how to change your own tire?
Right. They'll be an asshole to you, but you'll get it fixed. So which one do you prefer? It really just depends on what kind of personality you like more.
Right.
And it's the same thing with like the men and the dating. There's this like show we used to watch every once in a while. It was called like Millionaire Dating. And that's the dilemma she had to deal with when she was finding men for these women.
Oh, yeah, I kind of remember that weird show.
Because the men in New York will hold the door for you. The men in California won't.
Right.
Like, so it depends on what kind of man you want to date.
That's right. She was like some millionaire matchmaker or something.
Yeah.
That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Holy shit, I think we watched like one, maybe two episodes of that. Holy fuck, that's hilarious.
But it was such a big deal because she has to find these people. And it's like, well, do you want a gentleman that wears a suit or do you want a rich man that drives a fancy car? Because they're on different sides of the coast.
Yeah, and one will be nice to you, but probably work himself to death. And the other one will be an asshole to you and work himself to death.
Right.
So.
But you'll get nice cars if you're in California. But you don't get nice cars if you're in New York because there's nowhere to drive them.
Yeah. I mean, unless you have like a place out in the country, but then you just have your driver take you.
Right.
Robbie says you keep selling it to folks. Do we? Chris says I passed through Idaho to get Yellowstone. A lot of potatoes.
Yeah, lots of fields.
Well, part of
Especially
Yellowstone is in Idaho, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Like, isn't part of Yellowstone in Idaho?
Lots and lots
of
it.
The main part of it isn't in Idaho, but there
it's
are
on the three
parts of Yellowstone.
borders.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's in Idaho, it's in Wyoming, and it's in Montana.
Chris, if you pass through, probably the fields you saw were probably sugar beet fields, not potatoes.
And they could be potato. If you got there from Utah, you passed a bunch of potato farms.
Robbie says, if you want to live under a rock, come to Idaho.
Yes.
I don't understand what you're trying to portray there with your comment. People is like, I travel to Dallas for a weekend. It's sort of bougie. I prefer staying in Houston myself. Oh, see an outsider's point of view who's been there. Interesting, Cola. Good to know. Chris says, I love the Whitney Houston song, The Greatest Love of All. Robbie says, what is Whitney Houston's best songs?
Well, I liked her pop stuff when she was first starting in the 80s. But the national anthem she did at the Super Bowl, and obviously I Will Always Love You, the Dolly Parton song.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Those are pretty hard
But
not to like.
our national anthem, she sang.
It's
That
the
was
best
just-
national anthem.
It was just.
There's maybe one or two other ones that I would put close to it, but it's still the best national
Oh
anthem.
God. Yeah.
The one that Lady Gaga did, it was really good.
It's not bad. I mean, it's up there, but it's never will surpass Whitney.
Well, you can't.
Nobody can.
You know who could get there if they did it right would be that would get there. They wouldn't pass by any means. Would be Mariah Carey. I think she could do a really good national anthem, and I don't know if she has because I don't have a memory of one.
Yeah, I don't know if she has or not.
But because she can hit all those notes too.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
just
hold
don't
on
want-
for a really long period of time.
My worry would be that when she got to the end, she would do that
Weird
that
up
high
and
C.
down.
Well,
Yeah.
that, just keep that high C, that scream, and it wouldn't make any sense.
Right.
Or Whitney wouldn't do that. Or
She didn't.
do that.
Pegel says that's a skit. I've heard that comparison before. Robbie says, is it easy to find love in Idaho?
I'm sure you can find love anywhere.
Well,
I'm not kidding. Like,
you
wherever
might
you're
want to
at-
start spelling it right if you're that interested in it. It's Idaho, my friend, not Ido. It's not Idaho. It's Idaho. And you the pimp. Such a dumb joke. Ayla's like, Idaho is wonderful. Well, hi, Ayla. I'm glad you threw in your 2 cents about potatoes. Robbie's like, who had the best singing career, Whitney, Madonna, or Mariah? Cher.
Probably Madonna. I think Madonna's the more well-known out of those three. I don't like her personally, but was that a backbreaker? Was that a power bomb onto his own knee?
I think so. It was weird. People says, imagine going to your first wrestling event live and this is the main event.
You'd just be disappointed in life.
You would hate yourself. I'd be like, where's my money?
My first event I ever went to, the main event was Goldberg and the Big Show.
Mm-hmm.
And he jackhammered him. Like, he held him straight up in the air for 5-10 seconds. I can't remember what it was. And then, I don't know where those pictures are. If I ever find them, there's naked women in them.
Nice. Naked women in
Yeah,
the
we saw
picture.
Jesse's puppies.
Nice.
She had a sign that said Jesse's puppies. So we got pictures of Jesse's puppies.
Nice.
We were like in like the 18th row or something at first. Ended our way up into the second row with her and her friends. I
That's
don't know
funny.
how we got there. But just worked our way down onto the floor. It
Right.
was WCW days. This is like 2001.
That's funny. Sophie's back saying we are supposed to
Sophie.
have like really bad weather tomorrow, but the morning, yeah, we're having it all night. It looks like we have potatoes like you have rocks or pebbles. Robbie's like with people like Ayla. Chris says, yeah, they say people in New York would say what part of Texas you from because they don't have Dr. Pepper over there. I will tell them the part of Texas where you get your ass whooped for not getting Dr. Pepper.
Exactly.
So true.
Or not having fry sauce.
Ew, those bastards. Ayla's like, can't turn around without seeing a potato. Sophie says Black Panther 2 is going to hit Disney Plus sometime next month. People
Hey,
says
that'll be cool. I'll
Demi
watch it.
Lovato, haha.
I don't know who that is.
Probably why there's a haha after it.
Oh.
I have no idea. I mean, I know Demi Lovato is a singer, but I couldn't tell you any songs. I think she was the one that had that eating disorder issue. She was all weird and went to like rehab multiple times and was like all creepy.
In the 80s?
No, it was like the 2000s, I think, maybe. Yeah. Chris says, why do people keep saying Michael Jackson was best halftime show? Do you think it was? It's because of,
Well, Michael keeps it clean,
that.
and he's Michael Jackson, so
Yeah.
that's a hard one to say that he isn't just because it's
I would
Michael
think they would
Jackson.
say that it was the Janet Jackson one, but hey, what do I know?
That was the worst one ever, but there was titties.
I was waiting for why it was good.
But no, Justin Timberlake's terrible.
Yeah. Sophie says all three are very well known. Chris says back then Madonna would get White Christmas. Ugh. Robbie's like, at least it ain't Bryan Danielson in the main event. You really would ask for your money back.
Oh.
Sophie says, why do people call Mariah Carey the Queen of Christmas?
Yeah, well, she's got that one song, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yeah, as Ayla's singing it for us.
I would like 1 year to not hear that song. And it's not because I don't like it. I just think it would be
They
kinda
overplay
nice.
it. They just overdo it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they've made it so that you don't ever want to hear it because they play it so much. It's so funny. We were just talking about this at work. The IT guy and me and Corey were talking about Christmas. And we were talking about Christmas music in general. And how we were like, what's your favorite Christmas song? Or what's the Christmas song you just can't stand?
What was your favorite?
You know what? I didn't have any. I couldn't, like, sit there and go, this is my favorite and this is the one I don't like, you know. I was like, I'd have to hear it and then know what it is. Right. I know what yours are. Anyways, but we were talking.
Oh, they're supposed to come up together.
Right? Somebody couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But, what's her face? We were talking about Mariah Carey's song. And he goes, you know, it's a really good song. They've just played it so much that it lost its appeal.
Yeah.
And I agree with him. They did. I mean, it's a good song, but, they just lost. It's just so much. Robbie says, did you ever watch Avatar 2 in the end?
There it is, right into the balls.
No, Travis.
Rolls him up. It's not even out yet. That's it. MJF wins. Clean. If you didn't see it, kick him in the nuts.
He kicked him in the nutsack. In the nutsack.
Well, at least we know he has some balls.
It was like, all I want for Christmas is you. Yeah, Sophie says, who has the worst halftime performance?
Oh, God, there was one like last year, the year before. His name was The Weeknd. Absolute worst
That one
ever.
was really bad, wasn't it?
I don't know if there's one that's close. You know who in the last 10, 15 years is the best halftime show? Was Lady Gaga. That halftime show was great. Mm-hmm. I think that was the year after she did the national anthem.
I think so.
That was
She did the national anthem, and then the next year she did the halftime show.
Yeah.
That one was pretty good.
And that was good. That's the only memorable one I have over the last... And I've seen them all. I haven't missed a Super Bowl since, like, 88.
Yeah. Pico says, nope,
look
Ayla. Earlier I had said, all I want for Christmas is nudes.
Yeah, well, now that Mandy has them out there. All I want for Christmas is...
Ramit is in the chat. Hey, Ramit says, when Sasha Banks or Charlotte Flair debut in AEW. Honey, Charlotte isn't... she's still under She's in
contract.
WWE right now, baby. She might not ever come to AEW, but I mean, it's fun booking, I guess. Ayla says, well, but at least I wasn't here, so it didn't count. Chris says...
Not real.
Yes, overplayed. Even back then, every time it comes on, I turn it off. Robbie says, Dee, did you play it in the car? Are you talking about the song we're talking about or Christmas music in general? Ramit says, AEW 2.0 reading tonight's show. Robbie says, I can't do Christmas songs. Nah, man. Pickle's like, back in the day, I enjoyed the Little Drummer Boy song with Bing Crosby and David Bowie.
I love me some Bing Crosby.
So this is Justin Timberlake's halftime performance wasn't bad, but I don't know why people hate on it because he was awful.
Are you talking about the one with the titties? Last year's was really bad, too. I don't know if it's the worst ever. A lot of people, like, in my age demographic, thought it was the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, what the fuck are you watching?
Those old people out there not being able to do anything. They couldn't sing any of their good shit. So it was, like, all, like, clean stuff. It was bad.
I don't like Snoop Dogg as far as I can throw him. Robbie's
like, Mariah Fantasy with P. Diddy was a good song. Robbie says 50 Cent halftime was good. There's your garbage. That was last year's. Robbie says both.
I don't remember 50 doing it last year.
Yeah, 50 Cent was... I thought he was part of that. I thought he was one of the rappers in that one last year or something. It was like, I also enjoyed the Little Drummer Boy song and that Do You See What I See song, but I love Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee. Dominic, the Italian Christmas donkey. Vinegar says, too bad a crappy ending ruined a good match, but see you guys on Friday. Yeah, that match wasn't too bad until they had What's His Nuts come out, so that made it worse. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate it. We will be back on Friday for SmackDown. Chris says it was because 50 Cent came out. Piccolo says, yeah, he was there. Robbie says, I saw Justin live with Jay-Z. That was a good show. And Ayla says, night, guys. Yeah. So, good night, guys. Once again, thanks for joining us tonight for AEW Dynamite. MJF, of course, retained his title. And he, fourth year in a row, retained or won the diamond ring for the whatever from the Pebble, Ricky Starks.
Yeah, he did beat the Pebble tonight.
Yep. So, we'll be back on Friday, guys, for SmackDown. So, join us then, okay?
All right. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Bye.